free vein screening at one of our locations.
Well, a big part of the bushel that makes up our country's apple industry comes from the state of Washington. And most of the apples that come out of Washington come from one tree. Well, the ancestry of one tree. 194 years ago, a British naval officer planted a seed that would become a tree, and that tree would become an orchard, and that orchard would become an industry. Well, chalk up another big fat L this year. 2020 has claimed another victim. Grandmama Apple Tree is dead. That's right. For almost 200 years, people came to this tree to just sort of pay tribute to it. You can see it in all its glory on the left and what it looks like now. People would come and they'd actually be able to even walk away with a cutting so that they could plant some of the apple tree in their own yards. Well, about 5 years ago, botanists noticed that it was ailing and that the growing part of the trunk had started to die. The tree was beginning to hollow out, and this summer, oh, it's dead. An urban forester in Vancouver said in the tree's eulogy, "It's been faced with a lifetime of challenges. It stood there for generations and witnessed the world change around it. But even it could not survive 2020. Ladies, I definitely don't like them apples. Sam, you're in here in the studio.
Yeah, Matt, that's pretty sad. I got to say there's no hope for 2020, so if they're planning on planting a new apple tree, they should wait until 2021.
That's a good idea. Some of the botanists have tried to save like pieces of the roots so they could plant it around and try to make it work, but Ashley, 2020 claims another victim.
It reminds me of that book, The Giving Tree, which I no longer read to my kids anymore because it makes me cry, and you've just brought me back to that place, Matt.
Well, I'm glad you could bring you up on this Tuesday. Terry, what do you think?
2020 just needs to end. I'll leave it right there. This year has just been a mess.
Well, next time you have an apple or make an apple pie, you know, maybe pour out a little apple juice for our little grandmama apple tree in Washington. That's going to do it for CBS 12 News at 9. We'll see you at noon.